Human Physiology, Physiology Introduction. The word physiology is from the ancient Greek, meaning natural philosophy, and it is the study of how organisms perform their vital functions. An example is the study of how a muscle contracts, or the force contracting muscles exert on the skeleton. It was introduced by French physician Jean Fernery in 1552. Physiology is built upon a tripod of sciences: physics, chemistry, and anatomy. Types of human physiology. Human physiology is the study of functions of the human body that can be divided into the following types. Cell physiology. This is the cornerstone of human physiology. It is the study of the functions of cells. Special physiology. This is the study of the functions of specific organs. For example, renal physiology is the study of kidney function. Systemic physiology. It includes all aspects of the function of the body systems, such as cardiovascular physiology, respiratory physiology, reproductive physiology, etc. Pathophysiology. It is the study of diseases on organ or system functions. Pathos is the Greek word for disease. Levels of organization. Atom. An atom is the smallest particle of an element or molecule. Molecule. A molecule is a particle composed of two or more joined atoms. Macromolecule. A macromolecule is a large molecule, such as carbohydrates, lipids, proteins, or nucleic acids. Organelles. An organelle is a small organ of a cell which performs a particular function. For example, the cell membrane, the cytoplasm, and nucleus. Cell. The cell is the basic unit of structure and function of living organisms. Tissue. A tissue is a group of similar cells that perform a specialized function. For example, epithelia, connective, muscle, and nervous. Organ. An organ is a structure consisting of a group of tissues that perform a specialized function. For example, the skin, heart, brain, etc. System. A system is a group of organs that act together to perform a specialized function. Cardiovascular system, respiratory system, or urinary system, for example. Human body A living organism is the most complex level of organization. It consists of all the systems arranged in a discrete manner so as to facilitate functioning of the various organ systems in synchronicity. The 7 characteristics of life. Cells. All living organisms have cells. Cells are the building blocks of life. Metabolism. All living organisms eat, drink, breathe, and excrete. Growth. All living organisms take in material from the environment to enlarge and sustain. Reproduction. All living organisms are able to produce a copy of themselves. Irritability. All living organisms are able to react to a change in their environment. Adaptation. All living organisms are able to compete with each other for food and space to survive. Movement. All living organisms are able to move. Cell's physiology. The cell is the basic unit of all living organisms. The cell is the functional unit of an organism. Cells are not all the same, but all cells share general structures. Cells are organized into 3 main regions: nucleus, cytoplasm, and plasma membrane. The nucleus. It is the center of the cell because it contains genetic material, DNA. It consists of 3 main regions: the nuclear membrane, the nucleolus, and chromatin. The nuclear membrane serves as a barrier of the nucleus. It consists of a double phospholipid membrane and contains nuclear pores that allow for the exchange of material with the rest of the cell. Nucleolus. The nucleus contains 1 or more nucleoli. It functions as the site of ribosome production. Ribosomes then migrate to the cytoplasm through nuclear pores. In chromatin, it is composed of DNA and protein scattered throughout the nucleus. Chromatin condenses to form chromosomes when the cell divides. Plasma membrane. It is the barrier for cell contents. It consists of double phospholipid layer and a monolayer of protein scattered around the phospholipid layer. Other materials in plasma membrane include cholesterol and glycoproteins. Cytoplasm. It is the thick jelly-like fluid. It represents the material outside the nucleus and inside the plasma membrane. It consists of cytosol. Cytosol is the fluid that suspends the other elements, the organelles. Organelles perform the metabolic activity of the cell. The cytoplasmic organelles are the organelles, which are present and are scattered in the cytoplasm. They perform specific functions. Ribosomes represent sites of protein synthesis in the cell. They are found at two locations, free in the cytoplasm and attached to the endoplasmic reticulum. The endoplasmic reticulum itself are fluid-filled tubules for carrying substances, of which there are two types. The rough endoplasmic reticulum carry ribosomes that represent the sites of protein synthesis. The smooth endoplasmic reticulum function in cholesterol synthesis and breakdown, as well as fat metabolism and the detoxification of drugs. The Golgi apparatus modifies and packages proteins, secretes vesicles, as well as plasma membrane components and lysosomes. Lysosomes contain enzymes that digest non-usable materials within the cell. Peroxisomes are membranous sacs of oxidase enzymes. They detoxify harmful substances and break down free radicals. Mitochondria are the powerhouse of the cell. They can change shape continuously. They also carry out reactions where oxygen is used to break down food to provide ATP for cellular activities. The centrosome is composed of two centrioles surrounded by an amorphous mass of protein. Centrosomes are associated with the nuclear membrane during prophase of the cell cycle. In mitosis, the nuclear membrane breaks down and the centrosome can interact with the chromosomes to build the mitotic spindles. Centrioles are the self-replicating organelles made up of 9 bundles of microtubules. They appear to help in organizing cell division, but aren't essential to the process. Cytoskeleton is a network of protein structures that extend throughout the cytoplasm. It provides the cell with an internal framework. For instance, there are 2 components, microfilaments and microtubules. Microfilaments are solid rods made of proteins called actin. These filaments are important support structures for the cytoskeleton. Microtubules are straight, hollow cylinders that are found throughout the cytoplasm of all human cells and carry out a variety of functions, ranging from transport to structural support. Cell membrane is made up of lipids, proteins, and carbohydrates.